Hey viewers, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Ruth and I am one of the co-founders of Silvercrest Coffee Farms. Coffee plants need high quality manure at least once a year. As mentioned in my earlier video, the guide to coffee planting, quality manure or compost is essential for growth of high quality coffee beans. Also, if you do not want the pinheads to abort before maturity, it's important to feed your coffee plant with the essential nutrients from the beginning. You can also find the video regarding management of pinheads and what you need to do in one of the earlier videos. So if you want to watch that, you can pause this right there and go and watch that one. So let's dive into today's video. We begin by preparation of the land, and that involves digging your farm and weeding. This should be in your year one. You dig your farm and do the weeding. This is best done during the dry spell, and I'll tell you why. So that the weeds do not germinate. If you weed during the rainy season, they tend to come back so quick, and then you have to do it all over again. You do this before you apply the manure or the compost. If you cannot weed the entire farm, I would advise you to weed around the stem and remove the weeds as they feed on the nutrients that your coffee plant should be feeding on. I'll post a video on that just to show you how that is done. But in this video, you can see what our helpers are doing. They're just weeding around and in all the farm. By this time, you should have well decomposed manure. By this I mean you can actually go to your if you don't have enough manure in your farm. Some people have animals that they keep, and it becomes easier for them to do to keep manure throughout the year so that it's decomposed by the end of the year. So if you do not have enough of it, you can neighbors come in very handy. They can sell it to you at subsidized prices if you're very friendly to them. But you need to go into their farms and inspect whether it's actually the quality that you need. Is it goat manure, cow manure, or is it pig, which we do not recommend. Okay, so whether by this time you should have well decomposed manure. Well decomposed manure breaks very easily if you touch it by hand, and that's how you know that it's decomposed and it's not wet. Even if it's wet because it's been rained on, you can tell that it's actually decomposed. This should be from cows, goats, or sheep. You can choose any other that you have available. It needs to be well decomposed as you do not want it to burn the roots of your coffee. If you put manure that is not well decomposed, it's going to burn the roots of your coffee, and they might end up killing the entire plant. So are you wondering where you can get the manure? Some farmers are always willing to sell at a subsidized price. As I mentioned earlier, some people will even show up in your farm and ask you whether you want to buy it. If you show interest, they will always be available to sell it to you. Be sure to inspect the manure and make sure it is well decomposed before you use it on your farm. Now you're ready to find help to spread the manure. Note that you spread the manure away from the stem. You see, the boys are not spreading it at the stem. You spread it away from the stem, like where a proper guide is where the branches extend to. Like just measure the length of your branches and put the manure right there. Don't put it around the stem because the roots extend all the way to where the branch is. The reason being, coffee roots feeders are shallow. They're very shallow and they're not deep. In our earlier video about macadamia integration with coffee, we mentioned that the Macadamia roots go way deep, but the coffee plants, for the coffee plants, they don't go as deep, so they're shallow feeders. And my final thought, this is my final brew of thought. By the way, if you're still here and you're loving our content, don't forget to subscribe and also hit us up for orders if you'd like to buy our coffee by the end of this year. So my final brew of thought, manure is more than just garden gold. They call it green gold from where I come from, but it's garden gold too. It's the heart of a healthy coffee ecosystem. Whether aiming for a bumper harvest or just you want your morning brew to taste a little better, those are people who have a small garden, fewer garden plants, coffee plants in their gardens. Investing in quality manure pays off in every cup. So be sure to invest in manure and proper compost before buying another bag of fertilizer that is sold in the shops. Look at what is already available in your neighborhood and in your farm. And if you've come this far, I know you are loving our content, and I would like to hear from you. You have become now my community, and I'm very grateful to see you here all the time. Don't forget to subscribe and contact us for orders. See you later.